What made you come into this music profession?
When your shoes are worn, your nails are dirty.
It was a surprise to me. When I moved to Portland about 15 years ago, I started playing with a band called Misty River. We just had such a good time and loved it so much, and we had a pretty good reception that we started playing more and more, and then eventually we were playing full time. I have a degree in biology, so I wasn't planning to be a musician. I really love what I do. I feel really lucky that I get to do this.
I went on the internet and listened to two of your songs, and I liked them.
Thanks.
You're welcome. What's the song that means the most to you?
While you're finding the edge.
Probably it's a song that I'm going to play tonight, I think, and it's called Finding the Edge. That was a song that I wrote when I was at a music festival in Texas.
Oh, cool.
And I was at this festival with a lot of friends, but there were a lot of really, really wonderful writers there. And it kind of made me question whether I was good enough to be writing. But all my friends were there telling me that it was okay, that that's what I should be doing. And so that made me feel really good. So I wrote this song kind of saying back to them what they had told me.
When you feel like everyone has broken.
Where did you come from Portland?
I grew up in Oklahoma. Yeah, in a town called Bartlesville, which is in northeast Oklahoma. And then I was in California for a while, and so I stayed on the West Coast to come up here to Portland.
How do you come up with your music?
A lot of different ways.
Write it in a notebook.
Sometimes I come up with an idea and I write it down, and then I expand on it from there. Sometimes the whole thing will come out. I've had songs where I woke up from a dream and I wrote the whole thing out.
Whoa!
And I can't say songs. I've had one song happen that way. And sometimes it's my own experience and I want to write about my experience, and sometimes I've read a book or a poem and I take one of those characters just as an exercise and I write from their perspective.
Oh, cool.
And that's kind of fun too.
All the ones who really love you.
Holly's a very good writer. She's been published as part of the Write Around Portland. Are you familiar with that program?
Yeah, on the TriNet with the poems. Is that the one?
They publish a book like every 2 months. You do writing exercises, and at the end of them, like 2 months, you pick your favorite piece.
Wow, that's so neat. Wow, do you write poems or do you write essays? What kinds of things do you write? Everything? Songs?
I'm trying to, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Where do you travel to?
This year I've traveled to Texas and up to the Northeast. Played in Ohio and Indiana and Illinois and Wisconsin and Minnesota, and I also got to go to Ireland this year, which was really, really fun. I had never been to Ireland before.
My mom wants to go there.
She does.
You want to play music, obviously.
I did get to play some music, but mostly I went as a kind of a host for a tour. So people who have been to my concerts and like my music, they signed up to go on this tour of Ireland, and I went too. And so we got to listen to music, but also play music while I was there. Yeah, but I wasn't doing concerts. I wasn't really touring in Ireland in that traditional sense. One place that I got to play with my band is China. We went to China and played at a music festival there, and that was very memorable, obviously, because we went so far, and it was really interesting culturally. And the second one is I played at a biker bar in Topeka, Kansas.
Wow.
And my band pulled up out front, and there were all these Harleys lined up, and I had lined up this gig without knowing quite where we were playing, and we were a little scared to go in there, but it ended up that everybody there was really, really nice to us, and we made a lot of friends that night.
If you were brave, you can see.
The fun thing, I thought it was just walk up.
Yeah, I get to travel some. I like to, I like to stay closer to home. I mean, I love to travel, but it's nice to stay home because my parents live in Portland. My friends are here, and I'm kind of a homebody, even though I travel a lot for work.
How do you get past questioning yourself?
I think I got past questioning myself by trying my very hardest to be honest when I write a song. Because I teach writing classes too, I teach songwriting classes, and I really believe that if you can be totally honest and say something from your perspective, that it's going to be compelling to other people.
Yeah.
Because everybody has their own perspective, right? And it's fascinating to hear what other people have to say.
Yeah.
And to really hear what their experience is. And so I tried to just write as honestly as I could. So that helps me feel like my songs are worth hearing.
Just remember, you are not forsaken while you're finding the end.